It's 6:30 a.m. in Kuala Lumpur and the city is already wide awake. It's still dark outside, but the roads are packed. It feels like everyone here is in a race to beat the sun. I'm heading toward the outskirts, leaving the steel and glass behind for a moment of quiet before the world gets too loud.
Continue straight at this traffic light.
A short 20-minute drive, and suddenly, the city noise just fades. Batu Caves at this hour is pure magic. It's calm, serene, and smells of incense and morning dew. I stepped inside the temple just as the Aarti began. There's something so grounding about witnessing a prayer when the air is still cool. On my way down, I met a little local, a small monkey just sitting there watching the world go by. I think he had the right idea. No rush, just existing. Next, I found myself at Thian Hu Temple, but the sky was starting to tell a different story. The air turned heavy. In KL, when the rain decides to come, it doesn't give you much warning. I made a quick dash for a cab just as the first drops started to fall. A quick change of clothes and a short wait later, the rain cleared as quickly as it arrived. I stumbled upon a hidden gem of a boutique, beautiful fabrics and curated designs. The streets here are like an open-air gallery. Every wall seems to be covered in intricate murals and vibrant designs. It's these little details that make the city feel so alive. With the weather turning perfect, I headed to the Perdana Botanical Gardens. It is massive, way bigger than I imagined. After walking until my feet gave up on me, I gave in and hired a golf cart. Honestly, best decision of the day. There's nothing like catching a breeze and watching the greenery drift by when you've run out of energy. Then a total change of pace. Berjaya theme park. It's inside a mall, so I figured it would be a bit childish and low-key. I was wrong. That roller coaster is deceptively scary. My heart was definitely in my throat for a second there. By the time I finished a few rides, I was starving. I headed over to Bukit Bintang. If you're looking for vegetarian options, this is the place to be. A familiar meal at Barbecue Nation was exactly what I needed to recharge. Back at my building, I realized I hadn't even explored the other floors. The 41st floor was closed, but the 8th floor turned out to be a hidden sanctuary. A quiet pool, a view of the moon hanging over the architecture. It was so still. I ended the night the only way I knew how, a long bubble bath and a moment to finally breathe. 6 a.m. back in a cab, back in that familiar KL traffic. Even before the sun is up, the hustle begins again.
Kita akan mendapat kepada kita dan Station soon. Overstand now. Mind your steps and exit.
As I sat in the airport watching the planes, I started looking back at everything. The sights, the sounds, the quiet moments, and the chaotic ones. Now that I'm heading home, it all feels like a dream. A beautiful, vibrant, hazy dream that I'm not quite ready to wake up from.